people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fingers and say, that's the bad guy. That's the bad guy. That's the bad guy. That's the bad guy. That's the bad guy.
Okay, we'll start with this. A recent post from none other than the GWOAT herself, Claressa Shields, who said, people want women to choose one version of themselves, soft or strong, feminine or fearless, but real power is being all of it at the same time, seen in the image here. She tagged a bunch of different brands to the image. Damani Cosmetics, I don't know who that is, Loaded Gloves, custom GWOAT gloves. So where it gets interesting is she went as far as tagging Victoria's Secret, Christian Louboutin, neither of which I think she has a brand deal with, but she's probably looking for one. Trying to market herself as a potential brand ambassador, fueling my suspicions that everything that took place this past Saturday night was about her getting seen and promoting herself. It was all part of a veiled effort to market herself. She continued, "My hands made the headlines, but my lips make the moment." If you want to talk about cringe, let's talk about it, because that's what this is. Just yesterday, Claressa Shields was seen in the comments section of Showbiz the Adult's latest video, talking about how she's not insecure, she's not jealous. If anything, Alicia is jealous of her. That's what she said. But why are you trying to do the things that Alicia does? You think this latest little photo shoot, you think it has nothing to do with Alicia? Why is Claressa Shields all of a sudden trying to sex herself up? The photo shoot that she just had looks eerily similar to the one that Alicia Baumgartner had last month. She's got a lot of Me Too energy. People think Alicia is a very attractive woman, so Claressa says, well, me too. Alicia does a photo shoot where she's showing off her physique, and Claressa's like, well, me too. Alicia's rubbing elbows with celebrities at an MVP after party, and here comes Claressa saying, me too. It's not like Claressa has a long history of sexing herself up for the cameras. She actually doesn't. What she's trying to do is compete with Alicia. If she had been doing this the whole time, all by herself, then it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't stand out. But that you're doing this now, you're only doing it in response to Alicia. You're only doing it because she makes you feel insecure about yourself. What you're doing is trying to keep up with her and what comes to her naturally, because when Alicia does a photo shoot, it's not about you and nobody, it's just her showing off what she was born with. You're trying to match her energy, and that wouldn't be the first time that that's happened. I remember at least 2 or 3 years ago, during Halloween, Amanda Serrano posted images that were sent to her of little girls dressed up as her with their own do-it-yourself Amanda Serrano costumes, the little boxing gloves, the little trunks. There was a bunch of them, bunch of little girls that wanted to be their favorite boxer for Halloween. Fast forward a few hours after Amanda posts these images, and who do you see doing the same thing? Claressa. The whole thing seemed so contrived, so very much orchestrated, it was cringe. She was trying to match Amanda Serrano's energy then, like she's trying to match Alicia Baumgartner's energy now, because she's a terribly insecure woman. So insecure, she actually combs the internet, combs the YouTube boxing spaces to see what people are saying about her, getting into arguments with content creators. Don't you remember a few months ago when she called into that one guy's show, pretending to be somebody else? Speaking of herself in the third person, pretending to be somebody else. That is how terribly insecure she is.
All y'all bloggers and all y'all fake bloggers and YouTubers and content creators, I know you motherfuckers got some tickets to the fights. I know y'all gonna be there. And I want some of y'all to know y'all faces and names is on the ban list. So show up. Come to LCA, please. Come to LCA and try to be seen.
It's more of that Me Too ass energy, because Claressa's a Me Too ass kind of broad. You get yourself banned from all MVP events moving forward. Now you want to ban bloggers from all of yours, except I don't think those bloggers and vloggers are climbing over themselves, climbing over each other to get to your latest fight. I'm not. She's just doing what she always does. Creating a ruckus, creating instability, then using that to market herself. And now more and more people think that what happened this past weekend
calculated.
Was by design, as Two-Tone the Superstar speculates, the assault may have been calculated.
Because immediately after the melee, Claressa uploads her latest music video.
Stages a photo shoot to market herself to big brands like Victoria's Secret and Christian Louboutin, fueling my suspicions that she was there specifically to start something with Alicia Baumgartner.
Create a scene, then use all of the attention it gets to promote herself. It wasn't Alicia that started this. Alicia is an MVP fighter at an MVP after party. The one who's out of place is Claressa.
What the fuck are you doing there? You don't get along with nobody over there.
You've had enough things to say about Jake Paul, about Amanda Serrano, about Alicia Baumgartner, that why would you want to be at their after party?
She's a clout chaser, and underneath it all, she's jealous of Alicia Baumgartner. Alicia's face, her body, her marketability.
Her natural grace, all of which she was born with, makes Claressa insecure about herself.
She's so desperate to show the world that she can be all those same things too. It's not going over with people the way she thought it would. It's becoming very obvious that you're latching on to MVP and MVP fighters for clout, for promotion, because you yourself just aren't that interesting.
Don't you see how fast she fades into the background if she doesn't create a controversy?
I think it's fucking pathetic and indicative of what I've been saying this whole time. A two-time Olympian, a two-time gold medalist, and a boxer who's been undisputed several times over shouldn't have to do shit like this to get seen, to get noticed. But the reason that she does is because she's so unlikable.
And when she does this shit, she just makes the problem worse. Gives more people more reasons to not like her.
And what is this campaign to merge both sex appeal and strength into one fighter?
Alicia already did that.
You're jacking her swag. You're biting off of her style.
Sex.
Oh, fuck.
She's jealous. She's green with envy. Elsewhere in the world of boxing, one more name to the list of people that Floyd Mayweather owes a lot of money, as he sired a baby with a dancer and he's been ordered to pay $1 million in back child support.
What? Fuck!
Floyd Mayweather had a baby with a dancer at his Las Vegas strip club, and now the boxing legend has been ordered to pony up $1 million in back child support, in addition to $33,000 a month for the baby girl.
Doesn't that seem excessive?
Well, the court system has never favored the fathers, never favored men in these situations. All the more reason for someone of Floyd Mayweather's stature to be a little bit more cautious,
More careful with his seed, with his sperm.
Mayweather, 49, was legally declared the father of the 4-year-old girl in March of this year, with the judge writing, the court finds Floyd Mayweather Jr. is the father of Price Moorhead, according to court documents obtained by TMZ. Isn't it funny that the girl's first name is Price?
It is, because it's costing Floyd Mayweather a pretty penny.
So he's paying the price. Pun intended. Floyd was ordered to pay $32,850 a month in child support, in addition to $933,050 in back child support. The latest baby marks Mayweather's 5th child, which wouldn't be the end of the world if he didn't already owe so many people so much money at 49 years old. Should he really be siring more children?
Well, looks like Floyd's the kind of guy that shoots first. Asks questions last. That's how most of these so-called gangsters pass, at last.
All right, Biggie Smalls, back to the point. The courts got involved in June of 2023 when the mother, Paige Moorhead, asked a Nevada judge to legally declare Mayweather the father of the 18-month-old child, who was born in December of 2021. Moorhead says she was in a long-term intimate relationship with Flayweather, which lasted 8 years, until she claims he broke up with her when he found out she was pregnant in April of 2021. Paige claims Floyd pressured her to get an abortion and ultimately fired her, even though she'd worked at his girl collection club for 4 years. Despite being served twice and ultimately ordered to take a DNA test, Mayweather blew off the directive. Before the judge issued the default judgment, defendant failed to respond, declaring him Pops. Per the court, Floyd has only paid about $151,000 of what he owes, so the judge ruled Paige can place a lien worth up to $2 million on property owned by Mayweather in California, helping ensure she gets the money for the child.
Is this one of those situations where it would have just been cheaper to keep her?
I mean, I'd say so. If Floyd was already involved with this woman for the better portion of a decade, 8 years, close to 10, you may as well have just kept the relationship going and just take care of the kid. Keep things on good terms and take care of the child. If he did in fact fire her after finding out she was pregnant,
Well, that makes this a little bit more than just a paternity case. There is also a quid quo pro element.
you were fucking this broad, then you fired her?
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit. That could make this a little more than just your run-of-the-mill Maury Povich, who's the daddy case. Why are so many athletes just like Floyd Mayweather so cavalier with these kinds of women when they're the ones in a vulnerable position? They would like to think they ensnare these women with their budding good looks or their charm, their wit, when in reality, it's just your money. If not for that, these broads wouldn't look in your direction, and that's a cold, hard truth.
Without that money, these broads wouldn't cross the street to spit on you.
All the more reason you shouldn't be shooting up the club while you're in there. The fuck is wrong with you? What's wrong with a lot of these guys? They all keep making the same mistakes with the same kinds of women. So now he's in a hole about $33,000 a month on top of the $1 million he's got to kick out to this broad for back child support. And it's a completely avoidable situation. You pull out, you're not on the back, you're not on the stomach, or better, you're not in the mouth.
It's completely avoidable, but these guys...
And then wonder why Floyd Mayweather is scheduling as many exhibition matches as he is, keeping the schedule that he's keeping at 49 years old, what the people at World Boxing News describe as a schedule that looks almost impossible.
When you owe a lot of people a lot of money, you do what you gotta do.
Floyd Mayweather's 4-month schedule suddenly looks close to impossible after confirmation Mike Tyson suffered a broken hand while preparing for their proposed exhibition. World Boxing News received a statement from CSI Sports and Fight Sports this week claiming that Tyson vs. Mayweather had been signed for the spring of this year before being postponed until the fall because Tyson was unable to continue training. The release stated Tyson injured his hand in preparation and is now recovering while plans are being made to reschedule the event for later in the year. CSI Sports and Fight Sports also stated the exhibition was originally scheduled for May 30th, despite widespread reports previously linking the fight to April 25th in Africa that now appear unfounded. That clarification only created more confusion around an already unusual situation for months. World Boxing News questioned the handling of the proposed exhibition, particularly the complete absence of a normal Floyd Mayweather promotional push, despite repeated reports tying the pair to Africa and several rumored dates. Mayweather is suddenly attached to 3 separate events across the next 4 months, despite almost complete silence from Floyd Mayweather himself regarding 2 of them. The fact that CSI Sports and Fight Sports revealed the Tyson postponement instead of Mayweather is an obvious sticking point. Floyd has repeatedly insisted over the years that nothing involving his fights is official until it comes directly from him, even during a May 7th press conference at Mayweather Boxing Club to promote Floyd's exhibition with Mike Zambides. Mayweather never mentioned Tyson despite the proposed timeline already looking extremely tight. At the event, Mayweather said a rematch with Manny Pacquiao should be finalized in a couple of days, following the collapse of plans to stage the fight at the Sphere in Las Vegas.
Weeks later, there's still no formal Pacquiao announcement from Mayweather and nothing on Floyd's social media backing the Tyson statement released this week.
Floyd's probably too busy to address all this stuff. He's got debts to avoid, debt collectors to dodge. Despite only one confirmation, Mayweather's reported schedule already looks log-jammed. Mayweather still has the Zambides exhibition expected this summer. Tyson is now being pushed towards the fall because of the hand injury, and Pacquiao remains linked to September in Vegas. Trying to fit Zambides, Tyson, and Pacquiao into the same 4-month period looks ambitious even by Mayweather's standards. For years, Mayweather controlled every detail surrounding his events, from announcement timing to venue reveals to television deals. Nothing became public unless Floyd wanted it out there.
You mean Al?
If you're thinking back to a time where Floyd's career made a lot more sense and things ran more smoothly, you must be thinking about when Al was in control, because what time has revealed is that Al Heyman was the mastermind, not Floyd.
Floyd let Al Heyman do all the thinking for him, and maybe that's how Al managed to steal all of his money.
I mean, what's so different about Floyd's career from then till now? The difference, the biggest one, is that Al Heyman is no longer involved. Major updates are arriving from everyone except Floyd Mayweather. The latest press release finally confirmed one thing World Boxing News suspected for weeks. Tyson's injury was legitimate. Everything else still feels like a waiting game until Floyd decides what becomes official and what gets scrapped.
Given the amount of people that he owes money and the amount of money that he owes, he needs to schedule as many of these events as possible to pay off as much of those debts as possible, and I don't know that he can.
Because he's not the same draw that he used to be. Granted, that he's probably gonna make a big score, the biggest with the Pacquiao rematch. That number is likely a flat number. It's not like a pay-per-view where there is no ceiling. We don't know how much Netflix has given him for that Pacquiao rematch, but just imagine that it's something to the tune of 20 million. 20 million flat. As deep in the hole as he is, that wouldn't be enough to cover all these debts, all these people that he owes. He owes the IRS alone $7 million.
That by itself would eat up a huge chunk of his fight purse for the Pacquiao fight. Tack on the jewelers that he owes, the real estate,
the realtors that he owes, and some more debts in association with what was his private jet, and now this woman who he owes $1 million in back child support, and the $33,000 he's got to kick out month to month moving forward.
And what do you think it costs this guy to walk around everywhere he goes with that much security?
All those guys are on payroll. All of those are guys you have to pay. Otherwise, they're going to go work for somebody else. The overhead of Floyd Mayweather's lavish lifestyle seems to have finally caught up to him, and it didn't really take long. Just 10 years after his official retirement. Roughly.
With some help.
Understand that what's happening to Floyd Mayweather now was bound to happen, but if it feels like it didn't take long, it's because Al Heyman had a hand in that. When you steal over $300 million from a guy, he's bound to get in debt that much faster. That accelerated the situation.
I think this was always going to happen to Floyd because he was always irresponsible with his money, but it's happening that much sooner as a result of so much of it coming up missing.
So he's going to have to stage exhibition matches well into his 60s to not only maintain his lavish lifestyle, but pay all of these people off. All of these jewelers and all of this real estate, all of these taxes, all of these babies' mamas.
The new one.
Floyd is at the age where doctors advise you get yearly prostate exams. That's how old he is. Forced to come out of retirement because he owes too many people too much money. And this is the highest earning boxer in the history of boxing.
Now a cautionary tale.
It doesn't really matter how much money you've made or how fast you can run, because you can never outrun poor spending habits.
They're bound to catch up sooner or later.